For many of us, the pandemic has not been easy, and oftentimes people don't always know how to cope with the added stress, whether that's health-related, school, or work. But it also ends up affecting kids as well. And Christina, turns out more children are being abused and neglected.
Jolena, that's absolutely correct. Now, when it comes to the reported number of the cases, that's gone down. But again, it doesn't negate from the fact that children are still being abused and neglected when a crisis or disaster arrives in the home, which makes child advocates and advocacy centers want to step up and do what they can to help.
When a crisis or a disaster occurs, or even say a global pandemic, stress is high. Stressors form from things we can't control in the workplace, school, and even at home, and in some cases resulting in parents or guardians taking their frustration out on their children, and that's when child abuse or neglect starts.
It's child abuse or neglect. So neglect could be not providing for basic needs, not providing for medical or dental, not giving them an inhaler if they have asthma. Anything that's going to put the child at risk or risk of harm.
With the pandemic, studies reported a decline in the reported cases by 59%. The decline that still doesn't mean the abuse stopped. It just hadn't been seen outside of the home. At the Midland Rape Crisis and Children Advocacy Center, they tend to see different forms of abuse often, whether it's physical.
So physical abuse is very broad, and it's just something that you just kind of have to take case by case.
Or emotional.
Then there's emotional neglect, just ignoring and the words that people use, demeaning and belittling. It could be very, very harmful to kids.
Advocacy centers like this one have continued to address the issue that has made a steady decline, but still has not stopped completely.
The advocate can talk about, here's kind of what to expect now that this is going on. This is the process that's going on and how they can help and meet some needs the family might need from this point on.
Now, for any families who do need help, there are a lot of resources that are available.
That's absolutely correct. The Midland Rape Crisis and Children Advocacy Center right there is just one outlet and resource and center right here in Midland and Odessa that a lot of people can go to. I'll have more resources, though, on this story on newswest9.com.